Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And the Bulls start out with the ball. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Young. Wayne Ellington is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Now here is Jack. In transition, here come the Bulls. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Jack after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Lopez drives in. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Lopez has got his second basket.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
From deep, Jordan, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Michael Jordan.
Jack with it. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Nine seconds left here in the first quarter. Michael Jordan on the wing. The tray. And that one's good. Jordan's got 6 points.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, told us about his comfort stretching. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
From MJ.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And the basket by Curry.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Now Jack, and there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Next substitution. Thaddeus Young. Bojan Bogdanovich.
16 seconds left to play here in the half. Curry dishes to Jordan. Butler in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Durant. And it's 9 points for Jordan.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are.
And so we conclude the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead of the quarter was only... And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Jordan having a terrific game. He has 9 points.
And this is something you don't see every day. A guy who's just as hot on the inside as he is on the out.
I'd simply say he's dialed in. I mean, he's got a focus to him that's palpable.
Curry is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Durant. And it's Bairstow in at the center position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And Jack kicks to Ellington. Good, and Jack gets the assist.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
To the inside. And there's the bucket from Bairstow. Bairstow's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Chicago making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Butler. Wade comes in for Michael Jordan. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Curry. And that one's good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
On its way from Young for two. Nice D from Durant.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And here.
DJ Khaled.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bulls.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Jordan. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Shane Larkin. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really use that home court advantage to their advantage.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Larkin. And again, unable to change momentum here. Durant gets to Bairstow. Shoots. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
You got to love the contribution from deep. He hit 4 threes. I think that his threat on the perimeter also contributed in terms of their ball movement, using the options and going inside.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great
Man in the middle, at 6'9" inches, number 41, Cameron Bairstow. At small forward, at 6'9" inches, number 35, Kevin Durant.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Love, no good. The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
"17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Irving. LeBron outside. He got it up. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Jimmy Butler, D-Wade out there with Thomas, and it's Durant, and it's Bairstow in at the 5.
As this offense been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Well, it's no secret. That's what they do. That's who they are. 4 of their last 5 made baskets coming in transition.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw tonight.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks. And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Chicago making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Bryant. Jordan comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Steph Curry subbed in for Derrick Rose. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Deflects the pass. Durant with the steal. Butler at the elbow. On its way from Curry. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And that concludes the first half. Bulls lead by 15. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 15. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they got more than a few problems to work out, but it all starts with their defense. I know the analytical people love to point out opponents' field goal percentage, and tonight has been a big problem. They haven't defended with any purpose. They need a whole lot more activity on defense.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Smith. James kicks to Smith. It gets rebounded by Bairstow.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Jordan. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Irving kicks to James. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't lead. He doesn't knock it down.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Butler with the steal. Poked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And he gets it to go. Wade's got his first bucket of the night.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Bulls opening up a huge gap. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. But we'll see how much things change up here.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just at times.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. On the wing, Shumpert, guarded by Jordan, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Now Cleveland moving it up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kevin Durant.
At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Iman Shumpert. At the line for 2.
So he gets them both. We've got 28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Curry kicks to Butler. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
There's the pick. The drive by Shumpert. Williams with a clean look. They get it again. Outside Shumpert. Kicks it to Fry. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Kevin, what?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille
It's your best.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars and the Chicago Bulls. And here are the East All-Stars now. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Lowry. And it's LeBron in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Curry kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Anthony. Nailed from three-point land.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
And a wide open look for Jordan, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jordan's got himself going there, his first points of the game in the deep ball. Lowry kicks to LeBron. Lots of room. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Here's Chicago. Down low, taken away by Anthony. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Wade against Butler. And stolen by Butler. Bairstow dishes to Durant. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's DeRozan. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
We've got Durant. Michael Jordan is out there with Curry. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Bairstow in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Drummond. Outside Jordan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jordan's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Chicago. Chicago on defense. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. It's Bosh with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Millsap comes in for Drummond. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Both free throws good from Bosh.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron's checked in for the East. East All-Stars on defense. 4-point game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The kick out to Wall. The second chance effort. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so that... The second half beginning in just a moment. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court for the East All-Stars, Anthony is out there with Paul George. Then there's Lowry. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Wade in at the two-guard. Shot's good by Anthony.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And Butler, here we go. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Lowry. That's tipped. Butler with the steal. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. In transition, here come the Bulls, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
Okay, back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The East All-Stars on offense. They trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Jordan. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Jordan. And it's Bairstow in at the 5. That one is no good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. On the free throw, no good. And here are the East All-Stars now. 17-point game. And it's Drummond missing. Over to the wing. Three-pointers. Snell. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Bosh, that's for 2. And he gets the jumper to drop. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter.
the fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke,